Hey, and let me add a few more things to that last video I did. Because while we have to look at Republicans losing faith in science, look at Democrats. It rose by 12%. Why is that? Oh, because Democrats, they control the science. No. You know why it is? Because we're not sterilizing gay people anymore. We're not giving lobotomies to people who happen to be gay. And it's not a mental illness no more to be gay. I forgot about that. What else? We're not sterilizing people and going after them because they were black. I talked about that earlier in an earlier video. This idea of an Aryan nation, that we're gonna, sterilize all the blacks and those kind of people. How I didn't go into it, but Margaret Sanger had connections with the Nazi Party. There was communications. And Margaret Sanger did a speech in front of the Klan. It's all connected. It's all connected. And that was 1975. All that. That was the science back then. Now they don't call it. They call it science of man. It's the idea of depopulation. The Golden Rice Program. That they were sterilizing whites going to Southeast Asia. That was a different era of science. And I just think it's important to acknowledge and to recognize just how nasty people were back then. The Tuskegee Project, sterilizing giving them, they put them on drugs first. Then they gave them syphilis and kept it secret. It was to the 70s, I think to the 70s. All that stuff, it should be understood that all that stuff played a part in the science of that era, and that we're not living in the same era. The Hippocrates Oath, or whatever you call it, all that is different. It's changed. Different era now. I said it about 5 times now. And so, I think that for Republicans, there is no future. Republicans, no future for you people. And that when I think Republicans are going to always support whatever makes them look good, and not, like I always talk about, futurism, that someone's got to move things forward or we don't go anywhere. That's really what you're looking at is they're the bad guys. They're the bad guys, and they know it, and there's nothing else for them. I think I'm going to end this video with this. I meant to end it with the last one. If we don't have people using their money to push the limits, then we don't go anywhere. A futurist is someone who believes in pushing society forward regardless of profit. And that was Christian Moran. So I think that for Republicans, there's no future for them. And so when I think about science, I think about the future, good or bad. And I think about how they have to be guiding us. And for Republicans, I talked about Claymore Gardens in Houston. It's a suburb of Houston. It's a black community, mostly black. And they had cancer clusters. And people have been talking about that for years. And science, showed that, these people are getting poisoned by their environment. If you're white, and all this many years you've been like, oh, you blacks, you're just lazy, and y'all don't want to work. And then we show like, hey, these people are this, that, and the other. Then what does that mean? You know what I mean? It means you people are nasty, and you're dirty, and you're vicious, and you're sneaky, and you're liars, and you act in bad faith. And I think that that's the reason the disconnect for Republicans is from the rest of society as far as science. That's a big divide there. Thanks for listening.